Hello everybody, Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, is here today to talk to you about junk silver, 90% silver, constitutional silver, whatever you want to call it. Times are a-changing when it comes to this stuff right here. $100 used to buy me a lot more than it does today, but I want to show you just a visual comparison from then and now when I was buying junk silver. And typically what you do is you buy it by the face value. So $1 face value of junk silver is right here as a example. So 4 quarters is $1 face value. 2 half dollars would also be $1 face value, or 10 dimes. Typically that's how it's purchased. Now back when I first started really getting into the junk silver, I was buying it at $10 per $1 face value of junk silver, and today it's closer to $20 for $1 face value. So let's visually compare what that looks like right now. Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. All right, here we go. As a representative, I have dimes and half dollars. And now again, about 8 years ago, I was buying this stuff at $10 per $1 face value. So again, just as a visual reference, 2 half dollars is $1 face value, or 10 of these dimes is $1 face value. So again, all these dimes right there, 8 years ago, would have cost me $100. All of these half dollars about the same time 8 years ago would have cost me $100. Now today, this is what $100 would get me, because again, about $20 is a good price that you can expect to get in on the junk silver game per dollar face value. Some places are much more. I've seen $30 per $1 face and up, and I've also seen, $19, sometimes even a little bit less. Just depends on what you can get and where you go. But I want to show you today, here in 2023, what it looks like if you were to go and try to get $100 in half dollars. Cut that right in half. Just take those off the screen. And then dimes, if you had $100 and you wanted to get junk silver dimes, it's going to look just like this. Take those off the screen as much as possible. Just completely ignore whatever's going on over here, because focus here. This today, just 8 years difference, is what you end up getting. So I ended up knocking over one of my cases here. Let me put this over here so I don't do that again. Anyways, this is the difference. It's half, right? And sometimes, like I said, depending on where you go, it could be even less. All right, now if you are getting it at 20 per dollar face value, and with today's spot price at the time of this video at $21.73, you're looking at about $78 worth of silver is what that ends up coming out to be. Either way you look at it, either dimes, about $78 here, or half dollars, about $78 right here in this pile. So, that's the premium that you end up paying on some of this stuff. I love junk silver. I think it has definitely gone up in price. I've recommended that since I first started my channel, and even early on in my life when I was collecting a lot of half dollars and things like that, because it felt right. It made sense. It's fractional already by design, and it is actually, from the United States, and a lot of other countries too have their own form of junk silver. So just because you happen to be watching a video from a creator who's in the United States, don't think that whatever country you're in doesn't have some form of junk silver. It's junk by name. It's actually really, really awesome stuff. I like to use the term junk silver because when I go into a shop and I use that junk silver terminology, number one, they know what I'm talking about. And number two, it makes it seem like it is junk, right? So I feel like I can go in there and probably bargain a better price because they're like, oh, it's just junk silver. Maybe I can trick them with those words. And most importantly, number three, the silver will never get offended by a word you use. That's just people who get offended, because today, in 2023, everybody gets offended by everything for whatever weird reason. But hey, that's just a visual example of what $100 will end up buying you in junk silver today versus 8 years ago, approximately. Anyways, tell me what you think down in the comments below. If you are a junk silver fan, let me know. If you stop buying because the prices have come up, and A lot of times the premiums have been coming up on this stuff too. Let me know that down in the comments below. I gotta go for now. Appreciate you for watching. Spegtacular is out.